So way back in the early 1600s in the Maritimes in Canada, there was a privateer named Peter Easton. And when the British Crown canceled all the letters of marque after the death of Queen Elizabeth, which ended the war with the Spanish, a lot of the privateers turned to piracy because they no longer had a job. And one of these was Peter Easton. And when he had been a privateer, he was allowed to press gang people into service, which is what happens when you knock some guy over the head and he wakes up the next morning on a ship. And he continued doing this when he was a pirate, and in doing so amassed a huge fleet and was really quite a problem. But he secured his own freedom from the British by capturing a nobleman, sending the guy back to Britain to ransom him, basically. And by the time the guy came back to the Maritimes to tell Easton the good news, Easton had already gone off to the Barbary coast to harass the Spanish and Italians. And he was never caught, and he retired as the Marquis of Savoy, one of the most successful pirates who ever lived, and most people have never heard of him. This is a song about his victims. I signed on a sail on a Brigandine, a fishing man on the Maid of Holy, from Bristol to Conception Bay, to its final rest near the harbor's grace. And the chilly winds blowing on the quay, and the red sun's in the east. Our captain's buried in the icy sea, lies asleep 5 fathoms deep. Now the bonny chance of the Maritimes was the devil's thorn in our captain's side, and we paid our gold for 7 years to the fallen prize of the privateers. And the chilly winds blowing on the quay, red sun's in the east. Our captain's buried in the icy sea. He lies asleep 5 fathoms deep. Now Newton was an honest man, with an honest face but an iron hand, and a refugee from the Eton press gave his hand to the wrist of pay instead. And the chilly winds blowing on the quay, and the red sun's in the east. Our captain's buried in the icy sea, he lies asleep 5 fathoms deep. Fishing nets, but our captain aimed to return the debt. So he fired his gun at the St. George Cross, and it was from his pride that the maid was lost. And the chilly winds blowing on the quay, and the red sun's in the east. Our captain's buried in the icy sea, he lies asleep 5 fathoms deep. Ships ran the Maid aground, and they cut our nets and we were tied and bound. Hung our captain bare from the martin gale, wrapped his frozen body in the mainmast sail. And the chilly winds blowing on the quay, and the red sun's in the east. Our captain's buried in the icy sea, lies asleep 5 fathoms deep. captain's buried in the icy sea. He lies asleep 5 fathoms deep. He lies asleep 5 fathoms deep.